I'd like to now introduce Mr. Rodolfo Sirpa, who is member of the High Council for the Judiciary of Portugal. Sir.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Portuguese High Council of the Judiciary, I wish you to congratulate all the organization of this conference on this excellent and remarkable celebration of the independence of the judiciary. I would like also to address a warm word of greeting to all participants and guests at this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, my subject is responsibility and accountability, the role of judicial and administrative inspections bodies, and I'm going to give you a glance about the Portuguese system. The Portuguese system for judges, evaluation and responsibility is under total and exclusive control of the High Council for the Judiciary. The High Council is established by the Portuguese Constitution as a self-governing body of the Portuguese judges, which means that it is not part of the public administration, it is not under the control of any central or regional government. Within the High Council, responsibilities are the appointment, assignment, transfer, promotion, evaluation, disciplinary procedures against judges, and also important powers in the fields of recruitment and training. The High Council has 17 members. The President of the Supreme Court of Justice, who chairs and is elected directly by his peers. 7 members elected by the Parliament, 2 members appointed by the President of the Republic, and 7 judges elected by a secret vote through direct elections by all the judges in the country for a 3-year term. The main issue of the Portuguese system is judges' independence. Therefore, no member of the government or of the parliament can be at the same time member of the High Council. In order to develop its functions, the High Council has the support of a panel of 20 judicial inspectors distributed over 20 geographic areas. They are in charge of the merits evaluation as well as the discipline procedures of judges all over the country. The inspectors are appointed for a 3-year term with the possibility of renewal. They are chosen amongst judges from the courts of appeal with the higher classification, very good, or exceptionally amongst judges from the first instance courts as long as they hold a classification of very good and have a minimum of 15 years of service. The choice of the candidates is done throughout secret vote in the plenary of the High Council. Concerning the evaluation criteria, judges can have the following classification: very good, good with distinction, good, sufficient, mediocre. Normally, the first classification must not be over good. The evaluation must be gradual. There is no regular inspections for the judges of the courts of appeal, but the High Council can determine them in case of bad performance by any judge. The law defines that classifications must consider, namely, the way the judges fulfill their duties, the amount of work assigned and its difficulty, the conditions on which the work is developed, their capacity to simplify the procedures, their technical preparation, and its intellectual level. The evaluation procedure implies a final report of the inspector and, finally, the decision of the High Council. In the evaluation process, the evaluated judge is heard in the procedure. He can also challenge the evaluation and can appeal to Supreme Court. The service of the inspections don't interfere with judges' independence. The classification is very relevant for the judges and the judicial system, as it dictates the career progressions, in particular concerning the access to superior or specialized courts. The High Council also fulfills the disciplinary action against judges. Whenever professional duties are not fulfilled, the High Council designates an inspector to carry out the discipline procedure. At the investigation stage of the case, it's mandatory the hearing of the judge. The disciplinary procedure can culminate with an indictment or a filing. In case of prosecution, the judge may respond and provide evidence. It is always possible to appeal to the Supreme Court of Justice. During the procedure, the judges are entitled to be notified and informed of all the contents, as they have the right to respond, to present petitions, proofs, and documents, as well as to be assisted by a lawyer. The discipline responsibility of judges shall be effective whenever it has been demonstrated that there has been a violation of a professional duty, in particular foreseen in the Statute of Judges. For instance, reserve, exclusiveness, attendance, pursuit of the public interest, impartiality, and diligence. For each violation of professionals' duties corresponds a sanction that differs depending on the seriousness of the infraction, such as warning, fine, transfer, suspension, compulsory retirement, then dismissal. Thus, in a balanced approach, the Portuguese system avoids both political and corporate influences. It ensures the imperatives of independence and accountability. Thank you for your attention. Shukran.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, sir. Now I want to introduce